They are docile and nurturing. They are wild animals, whether they live in the wild or perform wild tricks with the circus. But in the brush, you rarely see an elephant trot toward a teeter-totter and catapult an acrobat. Beyond these smiles, this hype, and the stunts are experts, from trainers to activists, who say you can't get elephants to do tricks without hitting them. The tool of torture, an ankus, a hooked metal club that can puncture even tough elephant skin and leave scars like this.
Pain and punishment are used to train wild animals to do unnatural acts. And so often the public really does not know what they're seeing. And if they could become more conscious of what's involved, hopefully they would not want to be seeing those animals performing.
They use electric shock, and they use block and tackles, which are ropes and pulleys. They bring them down, they spread eagle them, and they just pound on them for days.
The result, a Circus International elephant breaks away in Hawaii, kills a trainer, storms several blocks, stopped by police gunfire. Investigation reveals previous attacks and years of mistreatment. Since 1976, 21 elephant handlers in the U.S. and Canada have been killed. Critics say it's because they have to do this, physically abuse their 10,000-pound animals to make them behave and perform.
They have misinformation. That's what I have to say. We here at Ringling Brothers do not do anything of that kind. You saw what I do. If that animal was in any way mistreated, he would not respond to me the way he does. I treat my animals like I do my own children.
Ringling even hands out this videotape touting their 125 years of animal welfare.
Animal training is conducted using positive reinforcement,
such as verbal cues and food rewards, but animal welfare groups say you can't control an elephant that way, and have this tape of their own, calling Ringling the cruelest show on earth.
Hey, good job, buddy.
The Ringling Brothers Circus owns the largest private herd of elephants in the world, and the largest elephant gene pool outside of Asia. The location of their elephant breeding farm is a closely guarded secret. But Channel 7 News has tracked down the circus farm here in Williston, Florida, about 2 hours northwest of Orlando.
Now, this is not open for the public facility here.
2 years ago, Ringling's top trainer was killed by an elephant here. Ringling wouldn't let us in. Insurance reasons, we're told. But sent us this tape they shot of elephants frolicking in a mud hole. Several animal activists who say they did get in here a year ago claim to have seen a different picture.
There was an old female standing there rocking and swaying and moaning. And they brutalize elephants to train them.
And Ringling said we couldn't see backstage, despite our offer to visit any arena in the nation. We were allowed only this picture of a single elephant, chained to the wall at the Rosemont Horizon between performances last December. Circus critics claim hours of restraint keep abused elephants from rebelling and produces what veterinarians call circuses, as this Ringling elephant displays constant swaying and rocking, a symptom of an animal on the edge.
We're not hiding anything.
Ringling's top trainer admits there are bad training methods, but says they don't abuse elephants.
I know a happy elephant and I know a sad elephant, and my elephants are happy.
The elephants are expected to do what they're told to do, and if they refuse to do that, discipline may follow.
They're hit.
Right.
Colleen Kinsley is general curator here at the Oakland Zoo, a leader in humane elephant management. She learned how dangerous elephants can be while working at the Brookfield Zoo, where she was attacked and injured by a heavily disciplined elephant.
If I was told by somebody from a big-name circus, we don't hit our elephants, period, in front of the public or in private, should I believe them?
No. There's no way. It's not possible.
An elephant in agony, Tamara, subjected to 12 hours of vicious beatings. The location has never been revealed. But tonight, Channel 7 News has learned this shocking videotape was recorded by Milwaukee Zoo employees during one of their training exercises in 1985. In this scene, Milwaukee handlers merely try to get the elephant to raise her trunk.
There is a lot of abuse and deprivation for captive elephants.
Ellen Leach is an elephant training expert hired by Milwaukee County after they learned of the zoo abuse, years of mistreatment that Leach says has stopped in Milwaukee, but that animal welfare groups say is still the norm at many other zoos nationwide.
They'll use electrical devices, sharp hooks, withhold food and water, and it's very unpleasant and cruel.
Most U.S. zoos, including Brookfield and Lincoln Park, have always used what's called free contact training. It's from ancient India and requires human dominance through a strict regimen of prodding, pulling, and poking with this long hooked iron spike called an ankus.
The ankus is just used to give the elephant cues. The ankus person will give them a vocal command, and they may back that up by giving them a cue with that ankus.
Question is, where is the line between cueing and torturing?
Basic training of elephants starts with dominance, control. The least that they do is crack them across the head once.
Pat Derby is the nation's most outspoken elephant advocate. She owns an elephant refuge in California and has attracted support from several Hollywood stars. Here, Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger recently protesting elephant mistreatment at zoos.
The public has been misled. They've been told, oh, this is normal, this is what has to happen. A lot of zoo management people are just stuck in the old ways.
There are places where they may have to hit their elephants many times every day, and they're risking the keepers, and they're certainly making the elephant's life miserable.
Not all zoos beat their elephants into submission. This is the Oakland Zoo in Northern California. 4 years ago, a handler here was killed by a 10,000-pound bull elephant named Smokey.
He either kicked him or hit him. We've gotten conflicting stories, and he crushed his chest.
Since then, the Oakland Zoo has started what's called protected contact. In other words, don't touch the elephants.
Come on, Smokey! That's a good boy. Move up here.
Punishment here comes in the form of timeouts when elephants lose verbal praise and food treats. Oakland curator Colleen Kinsley used to work here at the Brookfield Zoo, where in 1990 she was seriously injured by a charging elephant. Brookfield officials say they plan to implement protected contact for their small elephant program within 2 years. It would mock Oakland's setup, where the elephants walk down a short trail into what's called a restraint chute, a steel stall with doors operated by remote control. The chute gives handlers safe access to the elephants for maintenance.
We hose off each foot daily.
For feeding.
No meat, just fruits and vegetables, greens.
For blood tests and medical care.
Good boy. Good boy. Smokey. Steady. Where are you? Now we know that there's something new and, in my opinion, much better than the way elephants have been traditionally handled. It's not necessary in most captive situations to be able to walk an elephant out among visitors or people.
And with hands off, you don't run the risk of hands like this on.